Larry Wheels and Eddie Hall actually came face to face, and now there's been a lot of talk recently. The talk between Eddie and Thor, the camps and everything. Thor came out and said that he felt that he was bullied. He felt that Eddie was a big bully, and that basically it had gone too far. Is what he had said, and he was being a bully. And to me, when I saw that Thor had said that, to me, I was like, it's time to stop. Whatever communication you have about it in any kind of negative light, that has to stop. For me, bullying it's up there as one of the, definitely one of the things that pay attention to, and make sure that you're on the right side of how you carry yourself, and how you communicate what you're doing with someone when someone feels that way. For that, I just basically stopped talking about it. The Eddie Thor thing kind of was off my limit of things I would be willing to publicly speak about. And I felt like it was a little bit much, at the time, but I'm not one to get to choose that. So the deal is the deal. He feels that way, then boom, we're done. It is what it is. Everybody, leave the dude alone. Especially, I did see people saying that it was his family that was also having an issue, and if it's that, like that, no matter what, the internet's ridiculous, but normal people should understand that talking to someone's family and in a rude manner or insulting or anything like that, it's off limits. I don't think any normal person would do that. So saying it seems redundant, but obviously the internet is what it is, and people do what they do. So sucks, but I totally understand that is bothersome, and that right there I can totally understand being upset about. But the whole bullying thing, I felt like Eddie being a bully to Thor was a little bit overstated. I felt that was like, that was going too far. And again, like I said, it wasn't my call. Turns out, Eddie hosting this giant show in the UK has a bunch of fitness celebs and people come in, and one of them is Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels is like best friends, at least good friends, with Thor. And they post a lot of stuff together about Eddie. They've done photo shoots specifically targeting Eddie. The one thing that came up that Eddie wanted to talk about was a photo that Larry had posted holding up Eddie's head, decapitated. So to Eddie, and I'm not speaking for Eddie, I'm going to try and partially piece together what he had said, and you can totally check out the video yourself. It's on Eddie's channel, and the whole discussion and everything's there. And from what I put together, Eddie kind of felt that, like, if you're going to go that far and you're going to mock murder someone or mock decapitate someone, however you want to put it, if you're going to go that far, then how can you call what I was doing bullying? How can you basically, that's the end of the line, right? Like, how far can you go when you do something wrong to someone? Like, I think, yeah, maybe there's other stuff that's worse, but death is pretty much the end of the line. There's a couple other competing things, but how can you do that and then say I was bullying you? And then immediately you could see in Larry's face that he was not down for an open, honest. He was down. He was not comfortable with an open, honest discussion on camera, and you could see the whole thing. The whole charade was up immediately. As soon as they both start talking man to man, as Eddie said, as soon as that happened, it was all done. Like, you could see his face. He was like, go look at the video. So Eddie says this to him, and he says, like, what I felt, which was, I was just hyping a fight. I felt like this would do great to build the fight, to have people interested. Of course, all the stuff that we already think that was about. And why would you spend the money to get a professional photo shoot, get makeup done, animation, or whatever else you do to it, Photoshop, and have a digital guy spray it so your abs look super greasy, and whatever the hell ever else you did with it? Why would you do all that if you didn't think you were going to get return? And yeah, you get return in likes and people enjoy your content, but you also are hoping to promote a fight that is going to raise a bunch of money for everybody. So that is always assumed when there's a situation, a theatrical situation, in my opinion. It's always assumed that it's a fight. They're selling a fight. They're selling a show. They're selling a game. They're selling a whatever, They're some type of competitive visual aspect that they're hoping you tune into. It's sports entertainment, and that's exactly what I thought it was, and that's immediately what he said it was. And so, of course, that was kind of the end of the conversation. It's hard to even put a button on it, because it's silly if you're gonna do something and you're trying to work together, and yes, you have bad blood and you want to fight someone and you're doing this promotion with it and all of that. You are allotted a certain space to be grandiose, whatever. You're allowed that space. For you to then overreach that space and then say somebody else went too far in a world like today, where you can really get in trouble for that stuff. It's not even worth mentioning what could have happened. But for you to do that in the middle of this show, and then I don't know, it feels inexcusable to me. It feels like I don't even know. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous, and they should be ashamed of themselves for saying something like that. Now, speaking up for your family, for sure, but there's always a weight to words. The words you choose matter to the people that are listening, which is why I have such a hard time putting it all together exactly right, because I don't want to even come close to the mistake you made. So you have to realize it's not win at any cost. There's a set of rules, and I think those rules were broken. Luckily, Eddie got a chance to call him out man to man, and I think it went very well. So let's get back to the fight. Let's see who knocks who out, and let's enjoy it that way.